A very important thing that a lot of people do is they provide assistance to their parents and family members back home. So this is going to be something that we're going to cover in this video. To get started, you can use the first link in the description below. Or if you want to know more about Smart Story, you can visit snfinance.com and scroll down to this article where I have shared 5 of the best tax return softwares in Germany. We are going to provide information about the maintenance declaration. You can support your parents, your parents-in-law, your spouse and your children that are living in another country. Here you need to provide the number of households that are being supported. So if you're supporting your parents, it will be a single household, or if you're supporting your parents and your spouse which is living in another house, it will be 2 houses. But you can always add or remove further entries in the next page. So here we have this one household. You can add or remove all of those entries. So we're going to click on edit for the first house. So here you provide the address details, zip code and place for one of the households. So let's assume I'm supporting someone who is living on this address. Select yes if you live in this household with the person in need. It is established in your favor that maintenance expenses for this person amounts for a maximum of 10,343 euros. Obviously, if you're supporting someone who's living outside Germany, you won't be living with them. So you select no. Select the country of outside and the number of people in that household. So let's say there are 2 people in this household that you are supporting. So click on next. Here you provide the details for the maintenance payments. So if you're providing them for the whole year, here you can select if the payments were used to pay off debt, yes or no. In our case, we select no. And then we add the information of maintenance by bank or postal transfer, maintenance by handing over cash, or maintenance when family goes home to spouse. You can select whichever option is applicable for you. Be sure to check out my video with details for maintenance declaration, because in that video I also mention a specific form which you need to get it signed and notarized. So let's assume we send payment by a bank transfer. You can add the information. So let's assume we provided our father and send it to a bank, which is, let's assume, Habib Bank. The number of time we send a specific amount, let's say we send in 100 euros per month, so that would be 12 times in the year. This will be written here and we select yes. If the distribution was differently, then you can provide every single detail in a separate option. So let's say if you provided funds to your father, which was 500 euros once, then you provide 500 here. Number was 1, so you provided it once. Similarly, if you paid different options, so you can say differently. And if you're getting value from this video, please hit the like button. Make sure you provide all of the details and read the comments that are provided in addition to the specific column, so that you do not miss out on any specific detail and do not provide any incorrect information. Once you're done, click on further and this will be added. Next, we provide the details for the person that we are supporting. So you provide the first name and the last name, their profession, if there is any, their marital status, if they're single, widow or divorced, the family relationship to you. So as I mentioned, you can support your mother, father, child, grandfather, grandmother, grandchild, and you can also support the parents of your spouse as well, and others as mentioned here. So you can select whichever is applicable for you, whichever period did you support them. In our case, we provide the whole year. Was the supported person having their own income? Yes, then provide it here. If not, then no. Was the payment contribution for basic health and long-term care insurance? Was the supported person supported by any other person? Yes or no. And then the affiliation of household, the supported person did not live in a specified household for the whole year. So you can provide that information. As discussed in my other video, the declaration of maintenance is also essential. So click that and proceed further. So next we provide the fortune or assets of the assisted person. So if the assets of the supported person were not negligible, maintenance cannot be deducted. Assets in Germany are not negligible if the assets of the supported person were at least 15,500 euros. This amount doubles for spouses living in the same household. So if your parents live together and if their assets are less than 31,000 euros, then you can obviously support them. But if the assets are more than that, you can select here and provide all of the specific information. In our case, we assume the assets are less than that, so we do not click here. So we're not going to select this option and proceed further.